CDF loan defaults. And brothers set new record for 9,000-mile Pacific row. This bulletin is live on our page 5FM Radio Zambia and our YouTube channel 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie Banda. Copperbelt Province Minister Elisha Matambo says the province is witnessing significant progress in road infrastructure development, with several completed projects already in use and more set to be commissioned soon. Speaking recently, Mr. Matambo noted that the ongoing works are part of the government's broader efforts to improve transportation and boost economic activities in the region. The minister attributed the progress to the government's commitment to improving infrastructure as a foundation for long-term economic growth and regional connectivity. He added that the improved road network will ease the movement of goods and services, especially in mining towns, and that contribute to job creation through local contractor engagement. Mr. Matambo assured residents that the government remains focused on delivering quality infrastructure projects that respond to the needs of the people.
We have activities going on almost in each and every town. That's why we are fixing roads in almost all the townships. If you go to Kitwe, we are fixing roads. In Luansha, we have a brand new road from Masangano to Fisenge to Luansha. There's a new road there. Actually, Luansha is leading in terms of fixing township roads. All those roads which were like there was war from town to Patamato, there's a brand new road there. This coming week, we'll be doing a groundbreaking ceremony for the township roads here in Indore. Kitwe, we have township roads being fixed.
The Road Development Agency (RDA) has revealed that construction works on the new way bridge along the Chingola Chilila Bombwe T3 road have advanced, with civil works currently at 70% completion. The government, through the RDA and in partnership with Tebo Kachin, is constructing a Type 2 way in motion way bridge along the Chingola Chilila Bombwe road in Copperbelt Province. The agency stated that the scope of the work includes the construction of drainage systems, control houses, rigid concrete pavements, a powerhouse, and other support facilities to enhance operations at the site. The project is scheduled for completion in the fourth quarter of 2025. Economist Kelvin Sanga has noted that Zambia continues to reaffirm its commitment to a pragmatic, rather multi-vector foreign policy anchored on protecting sovereign interests, diversifying partnerships, and leveraging international relationships for national development. Mr. Sanga said the government should prioritize partnerships that deliver technology transfer, concession of financing, and expanded market access. He added that in line with the global green transition, Zambia should continue positioning its critical minerals, a renewable energy potential, and agro-industrial base to attract responsible investment that creates jobs and strengthens value chains, while also safeguarding fiscal sovereignty. Mr. Chisanga emphasized that to ensure transparency and sustainability, Zambia must continue reviewing major bilateral projects with a focus on clear debt terms, local participation, and accountability. He further observed that future negotiations should emphasize technology transfer clauses and local value creation, particularly in infrastructure, mining, and renewable energy agreements.
Zambia's foreign policy has a number of key elements that need also to be looked into, especially that we're at a point where the foreign policy must be able to move slightly beyond traditional alignment and also adopt a pragmatic multi-vector approach. In today's geopolitical climate, countries are succeeding based on how they are working out their foreign policy, especially protecting their sovereignty while also diversifying partnership to maximize potential for growth.
Opposition Golden Party of Zambia GPZ leader Jackson Silavwe has expressed concern over reports of widespread defaults in constituents rather development fund CDF loans, which he says are now surfacing across the country. Mr. Silavwe further observed that some local councils have resorted to legal action against defaulting CDF loan beneficiaries, while others are reportedly planning similar steps in an effort to recover public funds. He also noted that some senior UPND government officials have suggested that the CDF loans be written off and that beneficiaries be exempted from repayment. Mr. Silavwe has since warned the government against the current approach to the distribution and management of CDF loans. He argued that many beneficiaries do not feel obligated to repay the loans, believing instead that it is their entitlement and their time to eat.
Beneficiaries must bear responsibility and remedy this situation as equal guilty partners. Number one, the UPND must suspend the CDF loans immediately. Number two, the UPN government must undertake to pay 50% of the loans using the CDF allocation starting with the 2026 national budget. Number three, the CDF beneficiaries must be given longer repayment periods deductible through mobile money, bank accounts, or ZESCO units. Even if it takes 20 or 10 to 20 years, CDF loans must be paid back.
Small and Medium Enterprise Development Minister Elias Muanga has disclosed that compliance levels among cooperatives in filing annual returns at the end of each financial year have remained alarmingly low, making rather difficult for the government to assess their performance and operational status. Speaking at a media briefing on the submission of returns by registered cooperatives, Mr. Mulanga has emphasized that under the Cooperative Societies Act number 20 of 1998, all registered cooperatives are legally mandated to file their annual returns following the conclusion of each financial year. He has stated that the submission of annual returns is one of the key indicators of regulatory compliance by cooperatives with the existing legal frameworks in Zambia. Mr. Moranga adds that to improve compliance, the Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprise Development will collaborate with the government ministries that provide empowerment funds. Going forward, any cooperative applying for such funds will be required to submit an up to date annual return as a mandatory part of the application. The ministry hopes the initiative will foster greater accountability and transparency within Zambia's cooperative sector, which plays a significant role in job creation and economic development.
In line with the Cooperative Society Act number 20 of 1998, all registered cooperatives are mandated to file in their annual returns at the end of each financial year. Unfortunately, over the years, compliance to this provision by cooperatives has been very low, making it very difficult for government to know the performance and status of the cooperatives in the country. The submission of annual returns by cooperatives is one of the measures of compliance of.
And in other news trending this afternoon, Agricultural Climate Action Executive Director Dr. Oliver Bulaya has emphasized the importance of immediate action and strategic planning as Zambia sets its sights on reaching 10 million metric tons in agricultural production by 2027. Edilation Zambia Chief Executive Officer Richard Akwei has noted that Zambia continues to face infrastructure challenges that make the pace of national progress more difficult. And in foreign news, three brothers from Edinburgh have claimed a new record for rowing non-stop and unsupported across the Pacific Ocean after almost 140 days at sea. Jamie Iwan and Lachlan McLean endured violent tropical storms, which forced them into making lengthy detours to on their 9,000-mile journey from Peru to Australia. During one storm, Laxlan was swept overboard by a large wave before being put back into the boat. The Scots brothers, who have been reunited with their family and friends in Cairns in Eastern Australia, said they were looking forward to pizza and a decent night's sleep. For more, here's a roundup from the BBC.
The UN Secretary General has said he's appalled by the intensification of fighting between the army and RSF paramilitaries in Western Sudan. Antonio Guterres called for an immediate ceasefire. 3 people have died in Indonesia following a fire started by protesters at a government building in Makassar on the island of Sulawesi. The blaze broke out during nationwide demonstrations over the death of a motorcycle taxi driver in Jakarta. A judge in Brazil has ordered Volkswagen to pay $30 million in damages to workers employed in slave-like conditions on one of its farms in the 1970s and 80s. Volkswagen Brazil says it will appeal. A Bolivian opposition leader, Luis Fernando Camacho, has been released from jail almost 3 years in pre-trial detention.
And in sports news, Britain's Cameron Norrie says he might have paid the price for being a little overconfident as 24-time Grand Slam champion Novak Djokovic battled through injury to reach the fourth round. Norrie has now lost all 7 of his meetings with the 38-year-old Seb following a 6-4, 6-7, 4-7, 6-2, 6-3 defeat in New York. The 30-year-old left-hander briefly moved ahead in the match when he broke at the start of the third set. But Djokovic fought back to end British singles' interest at the final major tournament of the season. And now the weather.
Class Econ Roofing Africa.
Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy.
Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
Luapula, Northern, Muchinga, Eastern, Copperbelt, Central, Lusaka, Southern, Western, and Northwestern provinces, sunny, slightly windy, and warm to hot. Maximum temperature is ranging between 27 degrees and 35 degrees Celsius. The ends our weather report, and before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines. Copperbelt Province Minister Elisha Matambo says the province is witnessing significant progress in road infrastructure development, with several completed projects already in use and more set to be commissioned soon. Opposition Golden Party of Zambia leader Jackson Silavwe has expressed concern over reports of widespread defaults on constituency development fund loans, which he says are now surfacing across the country. And finally, three brothers from Edinburgh have claimed a new record for rowing non-stop and unsupported across the Pacific Ocean after almost 140 days at sea. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the Happy World of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. My name is Lance Sannie. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.